guys, we are at the California GOP Convention.
All I care about is the country being back to great again.
Is he going to be able to get 700,000 signatures? Thank you very much. But this will help to do it.
We don't need puppets in our party. We need God-first candidates.
The California Spring GOP Convention.
We usually sell these for 6,000.
One for 3,000?
Yeah, Mar-a-Lago. Yeah, so we have a matching necklace.
We've been pro-Trump since the day he came down the escalator. I mean, I just love Trump.
For 3 days, Republicans from across the state gathered for the first time since President Donald Trump took office.
It's a time for us to seize the moment and actually change California.
Let's go. Here we go, spinning the wheel. Causing businesses and people to leave California. Yes, Newsom, you have been responsible for that. You are a dum-dum.
I'm getting more and more involved in politics in my hometown and just wanted to see what this was all about.
The convention filled with delegates, some sporting bright gold jackets with the golden era across their backs. A bold statement in a sea of red, white, and blue.
We wanted to come and really look at reforming the California Republican Party, and we think it's time to take California back for the people and just have common sense politics.
Because I'm a California native. I grew up here. I love this place, but I cringe at what I have to see and do.
It was so fun.
From celebrations.
Today, we're having a celebration, a victory celebration for President Trump, and we also decided to honor Elon. We love you, and we are grateful for everything that you're doing.
2 panels.
Come on in, get a good seat.
And protests. It's also a time where California Republicans handle the party's business.
All right, clerk, you can close the roll.
Perhaps the biggest order of business is voting in a new chairperson. Before the vote, ABC 10 sat down with outgoing chairwoman Jessica Milan Patterson to discuss the party's impact on Republican voters.
So you're the first Latina and also the first millennial to serve as chair. You also have served 3 terms. What have you really taken away from this role? And also, what do you think you've accomplished during this time?
Well, certainly taking away from this experience, I have grown so much. This was never in my life plan. I was a very behind the scenes person. And when then Leader McCarthy asked me to run, it was a big step for me to be out there in the foreground. And so I've learned a lot. I've worked really, really hard. It's the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. So I feel that I have grown a lot over the last 6 years. On the accomplishments front, I think that we have seen a lot of accomplishments. From February 2019 to today, we've registered over 1 million new Republicans. There's more Republicans in California today than there were when Governor Schwarzenegger was in office. We worked incredibly hard on statewide initiatives, and in 2024, California voters were with the California Republican Party's position 89% of the time. So very excited about the wins that we had in Congress, very excited about picking up seats in both the Assembly and Senate this last cycle, the first time that's been done since 1980, the year I was born. And of course, very excited that we got so many great initiatives passed and killed at the last election in November.
What do you think the 2024 elections really said about the future of the party and also where California voters are looking to go in the future?
I think California voters have been awakened to what California Democrat one-party rule has done here. It is not the same state that you and I grew up in. When we have to put an initiative on the ballot to make crime illegal again, that says a lot about what Democrats have championed.
Former Chairwoman Patterson is referring to Prop 36, passed by voters by 70% in November. It reclassified some drug and theft crimes as felonies. Patterson also mentioned $24 billion in homelessness funding that a state audit found was not consistently tracked. And she says our schools are failing our children. Federal data shows in 2024, students performed significantly below pre-pandemic scores in math and reading. It's a trend being seen across the country.
There's a lot of problems that are happening in California, and there's only one party that's been in charge. So I think what we've seen over this last couple of years is California voters waking up to that and saying, we're not going to take it anymore.
I also want to talk to you about something that you posted on X recently. So you said in less than a week, Gavin Newsom has released 3 podcast episodes while California leads the nation in gas prices, homelessness, and poverty, and sits near the top for the highest unemployment rate and cost of living. Great use of time, Governor. Why decide to post this?
Because I think that he is absolutely unfocused on the job he was elected to do. When you are sending a letter to the legislature saying you need $3.5 billion to cover your Medicaid costs, and you're dropping 3 podcasts inside of a week, you need to get back to work.
On the third day of the convention, delegates voted in a new chairperson.
Congratulations to your new chairwoman, Corinne Rankin.
Thank you. Corinne Rankin, the former vice chair of the California Republican Party, now moving to chairwoman.
Tell me a little bit about what you want to accomplish in this role.
The most important thing to me is electing Republicans to our state legislative bodies. That's one of the things that is so near and dear to my heart. It's what drives me every day. I do believe that we need more Republicans in the Capitol. We need to bring balance. We need to have more conversations about what is helpful. I'm really disappointed to see that a lot of our freshmen have been kicked off their committees.
Chairwoman Rankin is referring to recent committee changes at the state Capitol. Speaker Robert Rivas removed some outspoken Republicans from their roles without specific reasons why, telling ABC 10, quote, "The Speaker routinely addresses committee needs throughout the year, and his goal is always to ensure members are in optimal roles to collaborate effectively and deliver for Californians."
I think that they need to have their positions restored.
What would you say are the party's top 3 priorities over the next year?
For the party, I would say it's fundraising is always important to any political campaign, political party. That's one of my top priorities. Candidate recruitment, candidate training, get out the vote, and we're going to have a voter ID initiative that we're looking towards. That we're finding that many Californians are agreeing with us on. So we're going to move forward with those things to start.
In March, the group Reform California announced a coalition to get a voter ID initiative on ballots in 2026, calling for verification of voter ID for any ballot counted and verification of citizenship for anyone registering to vote.
And I do want to talk about the LA wildfires. We know that many lawmakers, even the Speaker of the House, has said that they want conditional aid for those impacted by the wildfires. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that the people who need aid, there should be a process. But I also think that, I do agree with President Trump when he came to LA and he said, hey, people want to, get back to their property. They want to clean it up. They want to rebuild. And we should, allow for that and make sure that people are self-empowered to, care for their property and do the things with their property that they want.
Are you concerned about people not getting aid?
Not at this time.
With a state that leans heavily Democratic, how does the party plan to attract non-Republican voters?
I believe it's just by one, going on the offense, and 2, presenting our message in a way that's digestible for the communities. Just being sincere, being authentic, being who we are, letting people know that we care. And we are struggling with some of the same things that you're struggling with. High cost of living affects everybody. And Republicans are constantly offering legislation and solutions, and we're going unheard. And when our solutions are going unheard, the public's going unheard. So it's really time for us to start aggressively getting our message out.